Does anybody want to draw along with me, or y'all just want to just sit here and watch me draw? It's up to you. Free content. Free drawing lessons right now. It's not showing up. Why do you hate me? If you don't have an art program, pen and paper. It's all you need. Alright, actually, hold on. You could watch it if it was a drawing class? Yeah. Can you guys handle it if you see some artistic nudity? No, I won't be showing any of that. I should have done this ahead of time, y'all. I'm stupid. I'm sorry. I'm literally just trying to capture this one thing. Just making sure we have music. Otherwise, I'd just be alone with my thoughts, and I don't think you guys want that. Also, if an ad pops up, you're gonna have to deal with it like a big boy. Oop. I used to model artistic nudity for college classes. Yeah! We had that in college. We had people come in, naked or not. Does Switch allow it? No, I'm not. No, I'm actually not gonna be drawing nudity. I think they allow artistic nudity, but like, I think that's like not something I wanna mess with. That makes sense. All right, we're watching an ad, y'all. And I'm gonna turn this down. You can't even hear it. Hold on. Yeehaw. Can you not? Yeah? Is it gonna play, y'all? Oh my gosh. Oh! There we go. Is it loud? Let me fix it. Hey, yo. Do y'all hear that? Turn it down. Dude, why is it so loud? Holy moly, hold on. I can't. Guys, it's so loud. Oh my god. I'm drawing. You got mad at this April Fool's joke? That was annoying the crap out of you. You hear nothing? You know what? I'm not even gonna bother at this point. No music! Oh man, whatever. Anyways, you was in a photography class once and we let loose take pictures around the art building. What did you take pictures of? Oh. You had a new drawing session happening behind you? You jump in? You're like, I'll show you what real art looks like. You felt awkward? Don't be, man. It's just the human body. Alright, let me fix this. Boop. You're drawing eyes, though? I have 8 people in here. Oh my goodness. Hello, everyone. Alright. Whatever. No music because, I couldn't figure it out. So, like, you'll hear the sound of my beautiful voice. Luna the Tuna, what did you get tricked by? What April Fool's got you got? While I do this, I'm gonna just mess around for a little bit and just practice. I just got Clip Studio Paint, so I'm still getting kind of used to it. I really like it, though. It's an adjustment. Boop, boop, boop. Did it go? It did go. I hate and like it. What do you mean? It's good stuff. Bodies rock. I can't remember the last time being new with others was awkward. It always felt comfortable for me. Why are you so confused? You're confusing me. Yeah, I mean, eventually, like, when you're an artist, you just kind of get, like, desensitized to it. But it's just the body. It's just the body part. All right. I will just do some warm-ups whenever I draw. Use this to your advantage, I guess. Maybe, I don't know, I could teach you guys how to draw eyes. Someone said Barbie is the princess and the pauper was going to be on Broadway. And you believed it? Wah wah. I'm just kidding. Bear beat. Alright. I'm gonna show you guys some things I do when I start drawing. Oh, that's fair. Yeah, no, that's absolutely fair. Uh, Generally when I do warm-ups, this is just to like loosen the muscles and stuff. Doesn't have to be anything crazy, but it's really super simple. It's like criminal. Alright. My first, you're gonna lurk? Yes, yes. Well, thank you for lurking at least. I appreciate you, Henry. Thank you for being here. Partly for the skeleton. They got skeletons in the closet. Alright, so this is just like for line control. I'll like make these 2 dots. Like this. And just like as much as possible stay completely straight when I connect the 2 dots. So that was not great, but that's again practice. How do I move? What do you? Okay, you found it. Good job, Zoe. I believe in you. Sometimes the best way to practice is move like a robot. So like my general rule for these is just like I just try to get the like not necessarily draw out my lines right away, but kind of just like waggle my hand back and forth to like pretend, and then like when I'm ready, I'll like put pressure on the pen and hopefully it's straight. I may not get it right the first time, but that's the whole point of these warm-ups is like to kind of get your hand for like or your brain trained for like the muscle memory. So like you can kind of see like my lines are getting a little bit straighter now. Not bad, not bad. Another thing I'll do is this one's a fun one. I just get to draw a bunch of squiggly lines and try to stay consistent as possible. Also, I really like Clip Studio Paint. It can be a little intimidating at first though, I will admit. But it feels my new tablet, it feels amazing. Also, I kind of miss doing like drawing tutorials. So thank you for being here and supporting me, guys. I'm not a professional by any means, but I guess I've been doing this for a while, you know? I mean, when I did do, like, when I had students, um, they would usually just come to my house and I would do, like, personalized lesson plans and whatnot. I don't know, are there things that, like, you want me to show how, like, I do a process or, like, things that you want to work on? Let me know. We're just hanging out today. Also, I had to go to work today because I'm not like a famous streamer yet, so I can't quit my job. So I was like, I just gotta do something easy today. Just like kind of take it easy. I'm gonna do some more line work. I like this one because you're just making a bunch of little ladders. That was crooked. Ooh, you're almost there? Yeah, I know, right? One. And this one is fun if you just try to like cross these and just like keep a straight line. But that was not straight, just like me. So that's why these are important to do before you start drawing. Also, I really highly recommend the XPen. It feels nice. This is the one that like you can plug into your computer and display. And that was the only reason why I could even do the stream. I like had my like my VTuber profile being like, "Oh, I'm gonna stream art," and then I just proceed to never stream art. And the whole reason why was like I just didn't have a way to like do it from the iPad. So this is like great. It was a birthday present to myself. So shout out to everyone who supported me and supports my art. It really means a lot. So yes. Alright, so this one I'm gonna do some more dots, and I kind of just play like the game of connect the dots, and that's another good way to like practice. I'm not gonna draw too hard and just kind of keep things loose. But you can tell that like I didn't reach the dots. What are you told you want to be a French girl? I say do it. Oui, oui. Also, I'm not gonna lie. Did you guys expect me to like do an April Fool's joke? Because I would have felt really bad. As much as I like to joke around, something about like as long as I don't know, I did think about like putting a picture of like a real dog as like my VTuber, but I'm like I don't have time for this. Oh, I didn't do that in one swoop. Let me do this again. Wee wee. Ho ho ho. I know this is not very exciting, but this is what I have to do to draw. Trying to think of another. This just helps with like me getting like loosened up and like try to get more accurate with my lines. Let's see. Like I'm gonna draw this X, and then I'm gonna try my best to stay in the middle. Shoot! Oh, I messed up. I have one line that's slightly not where I need it to be, but that's okay. And that's why we keep doing these until I get it perfected. There we go. You guys want to know like the cheat code for drawing a box? I guess I remember when I was teaching my students, they're like, "How'd you do that?" And I was like, "It's super easy." No, it's not. I say that. All right. Uh, uh, it's coming together. Yeah. Yay, box. Tell me your box secrets right there. See that? Get a pen and paper right now. Box. Box. This is just something I had my students do to help with like 3D shapes. I know a lot of people struggle with like imagining their art in a 3D space, and that was another big thing that my students struggled with. And like to like change it, like you just have to like change the way you like perceive um the world around you. Oh, I kind of goofed that one up, my bad. Box my box. You calm down. Are you out of the box yet? Put you in this box. Keep it up. You'd be surprised how hard it is to keep drawing 3D shapes. And that's why these are important to like keep practicing. You want your art to be more three-dimensional, definitely practice drawing 3D shapes. And like by that, it could be as easy as like drawing cones. Like this. Box, no box. You don't even have a box. Get out of here. um Another thing is like kind of what's the word, like I like to do like make a cone shape and then like draw little circles within it, and like it starts to look more like a 3D figure. I don't know, we're learning. And then like especially like when I draw like faces, I usually start with like a circle, and then like I don't even know what to call this, like the crosshairs. Right, right. Just yeah. I already feel pretty loosened up, so that's good. Oh, I goofed that one up. I lied, y'all. What's another thing I would teach my students for warm-ups. I don't know. Let's see. I'll keep drawing until I feel ready, I guess. But all of art is just breaking things down into just like shapes, is what I can definitely give advice on, my authority on. Uh, that's a beautiful box. Gold star. Yes. This probably just looks insane to people who are just like coming in, watching me warm up. Oh, that didn't turn out good. I'm trying to remember like when I actually started switching to digital art. I want to say like 2011? 2011 is when I started switching to digital. And that was really hard. But primarily I would draw with like Prismacolor markers. Not Prismacolors, wow, I forgot the name of it. Oh well. It was like the alcohol markers. I see that like acrylic markers are kind of making a comeback on like TikTok and Instagram. I also get kind of jealous though because like there would be like these like reels on YouTube Shorts or whatever and they're all like really pretty and colorful like sketch pages and I'm just like yo, my stuff does not look as aesthetically pleasing as that. I don't know, man. My is just it's just like scribbles of a madman. All right, I feel like that's a lot of boxes and cones and whatnot. Let's see. Today, I another thing I thought about streaming was drawing a bunch of clowns because it is April Fool's Day. Do you guys have like a favorite clown character? Mine's pretty easy and predictable, but I was like, I'm just gonna draw Pomni from Digital Circus like 50 times. But that wouldn't be interesting to anyone, would it? I mean, I could if that's what you guys want to see. You need to do art. Yeah, Luna, get a pen and a paper right now. Let's go. Come on, come hang out with me. Right now, I'm just like filling up as much space as possible. I think that's good. Pomni is my favorite. Pomni is a good clown. Harley Quinn is no. Harley Quinn is the. She's a jester. Well, so is Pomni. Yes, ma'am. I do like me some clown. I did watch the latest episode and it was really good. I really want to cosplay Pomni. Um, but I'm not messing with the that face paint. I hate doing body paint so much, guys. I did it for Marceline, the Vampire Queen. And it was like it doesn't I don't like the way it feels and like it rubs off everywhere. All right, I'm making a new layer. You love Harley though? I do too. I'm not gonna lie. All right. Actually, you know what? I'm gonna draw some clowns. I'm gonna draw Harley. I'm gonna draw Pomni. I think I've drawn Pomni enough where like it's like a memory thing at this point. Guys, what should I draw Pomni doing? I know I don't have to do body paint, but like it would just have to be like my face, and I could wear like what do you call those suits? A bodysuit or whatever. Make that easy. I either want to do like regular clown Pomni or like the Nor Pomni. I can do like expressions or something. I'll just, you know what? I got you. Ready? Let's draw. All right. Wait, I'm using a pen. My bad. Let me go back to this. I'm just gonna start. Wait. All right. I'm gonna draw a Pomni with a burger. Do Pomni. All right. Maybe a little slow. I am learning this like new program within like last week or so, and I've barely had time to stream, let alone sit down and draw. I also been playing a lot. I'm not drawing Jack's pregnant. I mean, I can. You gonna pay me for it? I don't know. I might. The way I draw Pommy might not be accurate, but I also don't care. You know what? As a treat, Jax will be pregnant. I'm gonna draw her reading these chat comments. Not pregnant, Jax. Oh no. That's so bad. It's what he deserves. Did I get that mixed up? Hold on. All right. I think it's the opposite. All right. All right. I'm gonna draw her eating a burger. These are going to be very fast and loose. We're not aiming for perfection. We're just kind of getting the gestures and the feeling of it. This is how I usually start my process. And you're like, wow, you're so fast. And I'm like, it's because like I didn't pay attention in school and this is what it amounts to. You like watching the process? Thank you. Yeah, I think a lot of times people get intimidated, but then once you like actually watch somebody draw, it seems really scary. But if you like once you like break it down, it gets a lot easier. Which is why like I love drawing and I also hate drawing. All right. When you try to draw, I think take it yeah, yeah. I definitely get oh, hi. Okay, Krillby. Yeah, it is really weird. So like I'm not using any reference whatsoever. This is just like what's coming out of my head. And the only reason why I'm able to do that is because I'm chronically online. No. I just consume a lot of media and in a weird way that kind of helps me like I imagining Pomni she's 3D and she's in my head eating a burger. Yeah. And I think that's just something that you just like you keep practicing once you get more comfortable. Um Drawing is intimidating, but it can be done. Alright, this is her big Pomni burger with her like sad Pomni face. And she loves it. I'm not gonna lie, I didn't think people would actually watch me draw. I was like, that's boring. And I'm very really critical about that. I would stream games on my own, and then people are like, why aren't you streaming that? I'm like, nobody wants to watch that. And then people are like, people will watch it. I'm like, all right, well, there you go. People will watch it. And I was just like, you know what? Just like, once you stop taking things so seriously or like worry about what people are will and will not watch, it kind of just gets easier. And you don't like care as much. If you draw it, they will come. Yeah. Yeah. Also, some people like to sleep and watch art streams. But like you do you, man. It's stressful for me, but I'm glad you guys are enjoying it, you know? If you want to get into like digital drawing, I would definitely recommend like Procreate on the iPad. It's very easy and intuitive. There's still like a little bit of a learning curve, but that's kind of just what happens. People love Pomni Burger art, you're right. I'm not drawing the rest. This is all you get. uh your people. Right, right, right. Alright. This is Pomni eating a burger. I don't know what kind of burger. We need some of this stupid sauce. Hold on, I gotta like fix it up. I want to draw her with this her stupid sauce. You need a charger for your iPad. You just need like a Apple charger, do you not? Or like a USB-C? Is that not how that works anymore? Alright, that's a Pomni burger. So with the stupid sauce. You still have a normal tablet? A veggie burger? Yeah. This is just gonna be me drawing Pomni again. Stream. I'm gonna try to draw Jax from memory. Hold on. It's gonna look really bad. I don't think this is what he looks like, but oh well. There's nothing wrong with using references, and I'll even bring up a reference at some point, and like I'll teach you how to like break down looking at a reference, and hopefully that can help. Oh my god, this is. I hope you guys are happy, by the way. Once again, I am not using a reference. I guess I just see pregnant Jax in my head, and he's real and he's loving it. Oh no, this is so bad. I'm so sorry. Oh my god. This is what the people want, right? Oh god. It brings great joy. I hate it. Thanks for nothing. I don't think I'm even drawing him correctly. I just don't remember. Oh god. Alright, I'm not. It's so bad. Okay. This is so bad. I'm not even gonna continue. I'm like disgusted with myself right now. But he'll stay up. Don't worry. He'll still be here. And if you leave because of like pregnant Jax, then like you're just weak. It's fine. Um, let's see. Keep forgetting to use Control Alt, Control Z. Wow. Yeah. I have like this like keyboard this like shortcut button or like this little I don't even know what to call it, remote, and that's I can use it to like zoom in and change my brush settings and whatnot, and also like it's easy for me to go like Control Z and undo. It's actually something I'm not used to because on the iPad that's not an option. So like, but it's like helping me streamline things a lot faster. I'm gonna see if I can remember if I remember drawing Ragatha from memory. I watched like a lot, so that's probably why I remember these characters so like vividly. That's not it. That's not it. I don't know. I don't have a reference up, so this might not be correct. At least I think this is what she looks like. Somewhat. There you go. That's her. Who's your favorite? Yeah, I'm so talented. In that case, I certainly make a lot of choices. Exactly. Yeah, I mean, a lot of art, honestly, a lot of doing anything is just like it's gonna be bad, so like just do it. Like I definitely did not start out this way, and it took a lot of years and self-study, self-taught. I did go to school for graphic design, ended up hating graphic design, and it was too late for me to change my uh major, but I'm glad that like I haven't stopped doing art. And I genuinely really enjoy it, to be honest. I think it's really fun. You want to cosplay? I hate graphic design. I'm sorry. I mean, I do and I don't. I don't know how to explain it. Um, I love Ragatha too. I kind of wish she had more screen time. I feel like it's lately she's been pushed to the side, and I like really actually relate to her a lot. So I also don't know if this is like how she looks like, but it's pretty dang close. My favorite is Pomni, I'm not gonna lie. Something about Pomni I really like. Um, she's just really kind, and I think that's what I like about her. She's like can be a little mischievous sometimes as well. I also really like drawing expressions. So, uh, let's draw Pomni being happy. I think she deserves it, right? I'm gonna zoom in. Ooh, here we go. I like using like the sketchy pens. I think it looks really nice in my style. She's like too round. Hold on. Ro Rotund. Omni is fun. Yeah. It's not that I like necessarily hate graphic design. I don't think I just like I've I have fun designing things, but I think in like as a career it is it's hard nowadays, especially with like the rise of like AI. It's easy to do to just like click a button and have it spit it out at you, but there's a lot of things that you have to learn. I know some people are like, do you ever thought about being a tattoo artist? And for that I say hell no, because if you mess up, that's like on somebody's body, you know? You're done. You can't erase that. They're gonna have that on their body permanently. It's really funny how like people think that like just because you know how to do one thing, like one form of art, that you can just like switch to another, which like is not necessarily not true, but there's like you still have to like learn a bit. For example, like I started learning how to do nail art, but that also took like 2 years to learn. And it's just like another medium. Hard as fuck. Yeah, yeah. The tattoo artist can't be like spam Control Z over and over, you know? I also really, really love designing characters. I think that's actually one of my strong suits, is like when people ask me to draw them in a specific style, and I'm like, I got you. But sometimes I can be really hard on myself. All right, I'm gonna draw a happy. Hap, hap. I don't know what she's probably happy because she's leaving the circus. I'll just imagine that. Aw, look at nothing is wrong. Everything's okay in her world. Sent you a sneak peek, by the way. I cannot do realism to save my life. I'm actually quite jealous. I could do like a mix where it's like somewhat realistic or whatever, but I failed that class. Not that class, but like portrait drawing was like not it. The portrait drawing was not it. I keep using the wrong pencil. Where did you send it to the to Messenger? Hold on. Yeah, yeah, yeah. My bad. Oh, I'll check it later. Check it later. I don't want to open anything up because I'm capturing right now. Unless you really want me to look at it. Was it what you're like drawing? Also, I think what's great about Pomni is that she's literally made of she's made of like a bunch of circles and shapes. So like she's perfect for like learning how to break down a drawing by shapes. Maybe she can be like my unofficial mascot or something. Okay, okay. I'm gonna take a look at it. My mod said so. If I don't, she will mod me and delete my channel. Just kidding. Well, I'm gonna show you guys how to draw eyes. Y'all wanna learn how to draw eyes? Oops. That was not. Alright. Alright, let me go get my phone. Hold on. Da-da. Ooh. I like the brush you picked, Chibizo. Yeah, I wonder if they're actually gonna show their human designs, because if Jax is not like a hot Latino with the septum ring, like I don't care. Like I stop watching. I like it, I like it. You want me to draw? Okay, hold on. It's hard imagining a human in that style. Sorry, what are you referencing, Austin? Like what you think the characters would look like once. You think we'll see that? I don't know. I hope so. But sometimes it's like maybe it's best that we don't know. Or if they just get out and yeah. If I had an interpretation, I think it would be like, hold on. Let me change my brush. Because once it gets like too sketchy, it gets kind of hard to see. If I remember correctly, Pomni's like 25 and she's like an office worker or some shit. Drawing your clown waifu. Like if they were all human. I hope so, man. Just so like people can like melt down when like Jax isn't hot. I want to see what Gangle looks like, to be honest. I want to see everyone. No, I just want to draw human Pomni. Give me alone. Give me a second. Give me a second. Let him cook. Let him cook. I will teach you how to draw eyes, okay? Just calm down. I'm just kidding. I did say that, though. Alright. Oh, no. She looks kind of boring. I feel like she looks too boring when she's not her little clown. You know? Maybe I, like, make the nose smaller. IDK, hold on. Gangle looks... You think so? Maybe. A female at birth. I don't know, actually. I had to, like, think about this for a while. Usually I'm, like, pretty good when it comes to, like, humanizations, but I like clowns. Show me the clown girls. The fact that I could sketch it from my mind, yeah, again, it's just not paying attention in school and just spending all my time drawing. And so I just look at so much and intake so much that it's just like, I don't know, it's natural to me. I wish I could teach people how to like do that, but it just comes with practice, I guess. But yeah, I know everyone's like, I draw very, very fast, and it doesn't mean I draw like, doesn't mean I like draw everything in like 2 hours. Like, it still takes me forever. I mean, as far as I know, Gangle's the girl at IDK. Alright, here's Pomni. Human Pomni, I guess. There we go. I just had to add stuff to the eyes, and I was like, I was not vibing with it for some reason. This is how I think she would look like, to me at least. But she also kind of looks like Twilight Sparkle with short hair. Oh, man. Alright. Alright, let's get away from a digital circus for a second, and I'll teach you guys how to draw eyes. Without using the, Yeah, you actually kind of did look like Twilight, I'm not gonna lie. Trying to think how I want to go about this, I guess. Generally, when I draw eyes, I go back and forth. So it's kind of like when you're like doing makeup in real life, you kind of want them to be symmetrical. Sorry, I'm trying to think. I don't have any references up, so like this is gonna like take me a while to like think. Fuck Twilight, get out of here! Don't be mean. Alright, I'm just gonna like go for it. So like I generally draw the eyebrows first to kind of like map out where I want to draw the eyes. And then I kind of like I'm just like trying to think of a way to explain this because I even when I like taught, I was like always fumbling with my words, but I don't have a teaching license by any means. I'm not very eloquent, so it's just like I'm doing my best. I'm trying to draw like the socket, because this is the eyebrows, and this is the socket. So I'm gonna, for example, I'm gonna show you guys how I draw my OC Mara. So this is like the eye line, and I like rounding it out right here. I'm just gonna draw the one eye first. And then once I like Twilight, no, they're talking about Twilight Sparkle. Yeah, warning one, get him. I want the flugelhorn. We have a lot of former bronies in this chat, unfortunately. I also really like drawing like eyelashes like this, like where it kind of just like sticks out. I don't know. It's a very like stylistic choice when I do this. When I draw eyes, I like to draw like a little bit of like a fold right here. So like usually just like a one line will do the trick. And then try to keep it in like roughly I don't know how to explain it. Think about like the eye socket. So like when you draw it like a human eye, I would say like it starts with like an almond shape, and then like the pupil, which is like the circle, and then like your iris, and like I would say like, oh, there you go, you got like a human eye, right? And then like translating that to like a cartoon is very hard. Everyone left? Yeah, because you played My Little Pony. I did see I saw like a snippet of what you were doing, actually. What is the worst? So, the eyes? Yeah. I love drawing eyes, honestly. I had a whole... You're so talented? Aw. Aw, shucks. Thanks. You can get there, too. I keep telling you to do some art lessons with me. Sir Squiggleton did some art lessons with me. Hopefully it paid off somewhat. So, like, this is how like I would draw like a realistic eye or some shit. And it looks bad because again, I don't know how to draw realistically. You just got it? Hands are hard. Oh my god, hands are freakish. Um so this is how like I would usually draw like a stylized eye, and that can change. Um Sometimes just like you can make eyes based on like different shapes. So like for example, let's do like I don't even know what shape this is, y'all. Like leave me alone. We can swap. I'll teach you how to do realistic. Yeah. You gotta draw more tomorrow? I hope so. Oh my gosh. Keep practicing, y'all. You know why? Because I need good reviews, so you can recommend me to other people. Okay, anyways, whatever shape this is, leave me alone. You can make an eye based off of just like this. Like, again, all of drawing is just, like, starting off with shapes. It, did it work? Nope, hold on. Okay, okay. So, I'm gonna do some magic and make this look like an eye. So, let's see. That's like ugly. I did it again. So, I kind of just like follow the outline of this and believe in myself. That's all you need. All you need to do is just believe in yourself. That's the trick. And like even like different eyes can tell you a lot about a character and like what their personality seems like, if that makes sense. There's like certain like names for that in like Japanese and I don't remember. But I would say like something like sharp like this, you kind of have like I don't know, like a someone who seems very serious, I guess. I guess. I don't know. This isn't gonna be perfect, but this is kind of how like my process usually goes. Oh, be delusional, got it. Yup. Kinda. And then like you can so for example, like when you're designing characters, I have I have a character right here. I'm gonna draw a face. It's not gonna be great. We're and then like I kind of start mapping it out. So for a human face, you want to go kind of right here and like right here, and then draw something down, and like you start to map it up. Always map out what you're going to draw. It will save your life. Start basic sketches like this. It's gonna look gross, but it will pay off in the end. Um, so I'm gonna. So now that I kind of have like the face mapped out, I usually like. I would say like the forehead is like right here. And then like the ears are usually between like these two lines. Now my character Mara is like a zombie, so I try to give her like little design quirks. Like I have one ear that's like it looks like it got bitten out of or whatever or like ripped apart. Um and then like the hairline is right here. So we have the like where like your hair would fall. So I'm just gonna call this like the forehead. And then like your eye should usually fall between like this area right here. Um and then like right here is like the top of the head. This will help to kind of like proportion out your character. Now this is just how I do it. but everyone has a different way of doing it. But let's see. So Mara is a very like bubbly character, even if she's dead. She's one of those people like despite all the hard things, she tries to stay positive. So when I design characters, I want to give her, oh my gosh, I did it again. Okay. So I start with the eyes. So I'm going to do the eye sockets. This might not be perfect, but this is generally what I do to start. And she has really big eyes to like kind of represent like optimism and like kind of tell she looks friendly. She doesn't really want to eat your brain, she just wants to have friends. But she cute when she you know, she's also a little fashionista. Just because you are dead doesn't mean you cannot slay. And I will start with the eyebrows. And I try to give it like really thin eyebrows to like not distract from her eyes too much. So, and then this kind of where I would end it. So like, say for example, like you're gonna draw like a serious character, right? But like you wouldn't draw your serious character with like kawaii, big sparkly eyes. You want to make eyes that make sense. You always said like the eyes are a window to your soul. So, um, so I also have her like with one small eye for like a. So I'm not gonna reveal much about her backstory, but she does have like one. I don't know like they call it like a lazy eye or like a goofy eye to kind of give it like a little flair. When designing characters, you try to want to do little quirks to kind of like bring out a little bit of personality. So even though she's like dead, I want her to have like be cutesy, you know? And then like when I draw the nose, I usually try to stay like right here. Um, Another good tip I would say is that when you're drawing eyes, you let's see, how do I say this? The space in between the eyes should usually be roughly the same size. So, for example, I'm gonna change the color real quick. Hold on. So, like, between this eye and this eye, you want to be able to fit like a third, almost like your third eye, I guess, right here, and that's like roughly the distance your eye should be when you're drawing characters. So like they should kind of be like roughly like 3 eyes long, I guess. It's kind of hard to explain, but it just seems to work for me. I do notice that sometimes when people draw eyes, they're a little bit too far apart or too close together, but generally I try to keep a rule of leaving a space for like it's like 3 of these one eye put, in the middle, and that's your distance. Doki doki. Doki doki. I'm gonna draw hair now. So I'm gonna go back to the forehead and start drawing the bangs. So when I say forehead, it's just kind of where like your character's hair should fall. Not where your character hair is like growing, but like when you like have hair or your bangs are growing out, they want to lie like kind of right in this like forehead area I mapped out earlier. Um, and then right here is the top of the head. So when I'm drawing hair, I want it. This is like the top of your head. So like I kind of draw the hair almost like flowing out, if that makes sense. I'll just draw it and it'll make sense. um yeah, if you want to make it look like realistic or like have the flow make sense. This isn't gonna be perfect, I'm sorry. But it kind of helps look I don't know, like the hair makes sense. I'm really bad at like explaining things, guys. I'm sorry. So here is she. Here she is. She. Sometimes I don't like for like stylistic purposes. I won't include that like dent in her head, but I'll stick like a hair piece or something. Um. So whoop, my bad. Go back. So yeah, that's how I usually go about faces. Hopefully you learned a little something something, I guess. And then when I draw shoulders, I like to uh you see where like I had like the ears? I would generally say when you're drawing shoulders, the shoulders should like kind of match up to like where the ear is. And like that's how you know where to start your arms, I guess. Um +2, thank you. I'm hoping that this is inspiring people to like start drawing and just like once you start breaking it down, it's really fun. Um, I love it. I've been drawing since I was a kid, like 5, and I would just draw in my notebooks over and over and over until everything was like overlapping. Mara has only one functional arm because it got ripped off. So I like to draw her little like I know that's not like atomically correct, but who cares? um, let's see. Yeah, there you go. And then when I'm drawing arms, I like to do so like the shoulders, I like to draw little circles. And then where the elbows kind of bend, I want to draw that where it starts to go. Okay. Here you go. There is my girl. It does seem intimidating. Why is the chibi style my worst enemy? Chibi is really hard. I'll show you why. Okay, so when drawing people, I would say like human figures are usually 5 heads tall. So let's see. This is a person, I promise. So like when I'm drawing, I have to usually try to imagine each person as like 5 heads tall, or at least. So this is my and like where your hands fall, it should kind of be like around like right above like your knees, I think chibi is very hard, yes. To do chibi you almost have to you have to learn how to draw like actual figures and then like break it down to make it look proportioned. um and then go so like this is like what generally I start off when I'm drawing a human character. I do like the 5 heads tall rule. But when you're drawing chibi, you are shortening everything. So instead of 5 heads tall, it actually ends up being like 3 heads tall. So I'm gonna draw like here's a little fella. And yes, here we go. So just kind of shortening it or squashing it, I guess, is like the best way to describe it. And like the chibi style is like the head is always like the main part, right? So this is like the difference of like 2 different styles. I mean, okay, so when I say proportionate, it's a matter of like your style. So for example, let me zoom in and I'll make some like notes. So we have like the large head, And I also want to make sure that, like, what's the word? I'll just draw something and then that's probably a lot easier. So I will draw my VTuber real quick. So for here, I do draw the head, obviously, and then you have map out the eyes. And then I just kind of make sure that it's the right distance apart. This is not going to look amazing because we're learning, but it's a good way for me to like show what I mean by proportions. Actually, I think I drew the eyes too far apart. There we go. So when I say in proportion, the head is obviously like the biggest part, and you want to make sure that like the head and like the torso are relatively around the same size. Because I think a lot of times when people draw chibi, they draw the legs too long. I've seen. So let's see. And then same with the hands. Like when you're drawing hands for like a chibi character, like compare it to like the head, like which is roughly this size, and like kind of like shrink it down. But not too much where it seems like top heavy. So I'm gonna make this like, I don't know, like relatively like this size. And like same with like the torso, it's gonna be like half the size of the head, but not by too much. And then, you know, there's a little leggies. I have these little boots. You just want to make sure that everything is like in proportion with each other. Okay. So, hopefully that makes a little sense when it comes to drawing, like, stylistically. I mean, do what you want. Some people draw. You wish you... Yeah, I was gonna say, I'm the opposite. You said it's a lot of, studying, I will tell you that much. So yeah, like, these are a lot of things I keep in mind when I'm drawing is, like, proportions. Is, like, just making sure everything is relatively in the same size as everything. So there's my little fella. It mentally hurts. I'm sorry. Hopefully I'm explaining things decent enough for people to kind of understand. I saw that Luna the Tuna said they struggle with hands. I do too, I'm not gonna lie. But once you start breaking it down to little pieces here and there, it does start to get a little bit easier. So let's see. Generally I will start with a kind of like a square, and your little fingies like this. I draw everything as if it's like a skeleton, and it just helps. I would say this might not be perfect, but don't listen to me. And so once I break that down into like these little shapes, I kind of just like fill it in. And I think this finger is always going to be the tallest finger, I think. And then this is the thumb. And then there you go. It's starting to look like a hand. It's kind of your bones. The hands. Yeah. I suck at drawing shoes. Shoes are so hard. Feet. I kind of have a cheat sheet for feet. I do like So like I do those like weird like 8 and then I draw like little circles. And like that's like the foot. I don't know how to explain it. It looks so bad right now. Oh god. I'm not drawing feet. That costs extra for you feet freaks. But yeah, feet's kind of start with a triangle. And then little toesies and then like feet are mostly never flat, so I try to draw like the ball of the foot like this. And you know, it starts to look more and more like a foot. Also, this seems like a person who has a really big feet, my bad. Um yeah. Or like, I don't know, try and draw like a box. And then like draw might be a little bit. Well, I can't draw. I suddenly just forgot how to draw, y'all. It was like, that is not a good foot. Oopsies. Oh well. But just keep practicing. I believe in you guys. Rome wasn't built in a day. You know what? I don't know how to draw feet either. Because now I'm goofing up. I don't need to draw feet regardless. Oh my lord. Alright. I think that's all I have to say for now. If anyone else has any suggestions of what I can show them, um, let's just be it, honestly. I mean, I could show you how I look at a reference. Um, yeah, hold on. Because I do have a pose reference that I wanted to show you guys how I would do it. Delete all this. Because practicing poses and anatomy will be your best friend. Uh, dun, 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 dun. I did pick out a pose beforehand. You gotta go? Alright, thanks for being here. Hey, where did my thing go? I imported an image and it didn't come through. It hates me. Open. Where did it go? Oh, it's right there. It's so small. Okay, my bad, my bad. I'm so stupid. Thank you for coming by, Luna. I appreciate you. Yeah, I'm streaming later than I usually do. All right. So how I use references. So this is like what I had to learn in school with like post study. So we have I'm not using Pinterest because Pinterest is full of AI and it's pissing me off. Okay, so I would start off with kind of again mapping out where I want to start the drawing. Um remember our 5 head rule? So like 1 She seems taller than 5. Hold on. 1 2 No, hold on. Interesting you up. 1 2 3 4. Ah! My 5 head rule's not working. Oh well. Maybe Maybe I'm getting this wrong. Yeah, I was like, she doesn't seem like 5 heads. Hold on. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. You might be onto something, bruh. 7. Bun, da, da, da. I mean, generally when I draw, I use 5 heads. Alright. I'm deleting all that. So I kind of just map out where it kind of like starts. So we got the top of the head. I'm gonna do red so you guys can see this better. That's not red. Top of the head. And then we're feet. So I start with doing the head first. This might not be exact one-on-one. Yeah, teacher had a 5 head. Yeah. You had a billboard forehead advertising that thing. So your chibi is really chibi, right? Start with the head, and she's kind of looking not straight forward. She's looking to off to the side. So this is where I'll map it out. And another thing you want to keep in mind is like the line of action. And what that is like when drawing characters, you want to have like a kind of like a like direct your eye to something like flowing. So my line of action, it would just be the straight line right here. But sometimes it can be as easy as like, I don't know, this person running. And like your line of action will be like the spine right here. Or I don't know. Don't okay. Chat, be normal. I'm just showing you guys a thing, okay? Your line of action will be like this curve right here. So like that's what your line of action would usually means when drawing. It just helps direct your eye and kind of map out what you need to do. So I'll start with the shoulders. Her shoulders are not straight on. They're kind of like up a little bit. And then I'm drawing my little circles. Circles. And then I draw little like triangle hands. Try to remember to keep like the elbows at the same distance. Or not the same distance, like at the same height. Yeah, that arch, right? That's why I said chat be normal. This doesn't have to be perfect. It just has to just make sense of where you want to go, like which direction. And then I'm gonna start drawing the chest. So I start with right here. And I kind of, instead of like a square, I try to do like a U shape, like how like the bone in your body looks like. Okay, and then see, we got the hips, and then for like the hips, I'll draw like a weird heart shape to kind of like look vaguely shaped. Then the knees. Make sure like these like joints are kind of lined up. Okay, and then you can like kind of start to fill it in. Okay. Let's see. Well, yeah, that's how I would definitely use references for like when I'm drawing. Even if I go over it again, we need to draw together more often. I'm down. That's why these drawing streams are for. And now that we have like our skeleton, just like Austin mentioned before, I could start like drawing over it. It's past my bedtime. It is getting kind of late. I still got 30 minutes. Because after this, I'll probably start working on that one drawing I wanted to show off earlier. Another good thing to keep in mind is that when you're drawing the neck or like the shoulders, you kind of see how like let's see. So if I draw over her, I can show you how like her like the anatomy of it. So like right here is kind of like where your chest is. Da-da-da. And then your breasticles, and then your shoulders. So right here, especially the neck and the shoulders, you kind of almost want to do like a hanger, like a hanger, like something to hang your clothes, and it kind of makes that shape. And then like here is like your bone, your neck bone. like right here. So I remember when I said earlier about like the face mapping, um, like the ears go kind of in between, the eyes right there, kind of starts right there, and then your forehead right here. So here are, and then when you're drawing boobs, boobs are never just circle, y'all. Actually draw like teardrop shapes, and that will help your boobs not look so stiff. Unless you have really fake boobs and they're really hard, but that's not my business, is it? Um, keep the elbows at the same height. Draw your hands. And then that line of action's coming back again. So I'm gonna go use this to straight down the middle. Straight down the middle. Thank you. And then I think this is like where her like pelvis starts. Okay. And then I usually like to draw the joints like this. Try to keep the to make sure your art's not stiff. Never like just draw like straight down like this. Like especially when you're like drawing curves, try to draw like that. And that would help kind of your art stand out a little bit more and not look so flat. Let's see. I think this is where your like hip bone and then like your da 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 da. And then here and then here. And then yeah. So that's how I would like draw a figure based off of like a reference. What also helps is sometimes just separating these into like colors. So like let's see. Did I forget something? Probably. So let's see. I don't know. I'll just like I'll color code it to help me like vision the body shapes better. And then this way, like color blocking it, you can kind of see it a lot better than just like the lines. I don't know. Some people need the extra visual. He's good. And then I don't know. Ooh, my tummy's growling. Kind of helps you just keep things in like I don't know, proportion, perspective, IDK. Go. Yeah, color blocking is good because then you can start seeing like the actual figure kind of come to life a little bit. There you go. And yeah, that's how I usually draw from like a figure. Now mine will always be slightly different because again I eyeballed that, but that's how you draw from a figure and keep practicing and it'll get easier. I mean, gesture drawing is a thing where like you don't necessarily have to draw everything perfect. You kind of just want the gesture of it, which is like when we say gesture, we don't want like we don't want like a straight line. We want to like kind of just like it's suggest a arch or like a movement, you know. So yeah. Any other questions we have so far? My art brain has a new wrinkle from this lesson. I hope so. Like I hope that you guys can kind of take some of this and show me some drawings next time. That'd be really cool. Sorry, I haven't eaten dinner, so that was me eating a mac and cheese. I generally do enjoy teaching. I'm just really bad at explaining things. Art brain wrinkle. I've been doing this for a while. All right. I'm gonna go back to my other drawing that I meant to do, but I got distracted. This is what I was gonna work on. Yeah. I designed this, I like to call it the spring variant of my, VTuber. I just wanted to make something cutesy. Maybe we'll make this into, like, a PNG or something. Oh, you like it? Thank you. And again, this is, like, the rough sketch. This is just kind of where I kind of map out the colors. Try to keep everything in proportion. Springtime! I know, right? Cute, cute, cute. So, I will... Yeah. I may be a little quiet for a second because I'm focusing. But you get to see me draw in real time, which I guess some of y'all like that. Would you guys like to see me do some more drawing streams? I don't know how often they'll be, but they'll be around. We can have like different themes, IDK. Oop, my bad. I don't like that size. Sometimes I would just like fill up a sketchbook and just like draw as much as possible, even if I don't feel like it. You watched? Aw, thank you. You have been so wonderful. Wow, that one was like too thin. Bigger? Nope. That's too thick, too thick. Alright, good enough. So I'm gonna start doing so we have like the sketch layer, and now I'm doing like the sketch inking, like the line art, which again might not be perfect, but it's just to like kind of help visualize it a little bit better than like the sketchy lines. This is just to help you like vision what you want to do. Okay. I hope all of us can start learning how to draw after this. It'd be really cool. Anyways, I keep forgetting that I need to start like art Discord, by the way, so please remind me after this. Let me know if you want to be added to a Discord so you guys can get notifications and schedules and when I'm gonna go live. Because like besides Instagram, like I don't really have a better. I mean, like YouTube kind of, but it's kind of poopy sometimes. As long as you guys can promise to be nice to each other. Do art. Please do art again. It's so fun. Even just do it for yourself. Don't even have to be good at it, man. We just learning. We're vibing. And then you get to do it with friends. It was even better. Even better. I appreciate you guys being here and watching. I definitely can yap. Also, okay. Unrelated, is anybody gonna go see the Mario movie? Did you guys enjoy the first Mario movie? Like, I guess I should have asked that first. I'm interested. I liked the first Mario movie. I think they did a really good job. I was really scared, but like honestly, kind of how I felt about the Lego movie at first. Like I was like, oh, this is dumb and it's gonna like bomb. And the Lego movie ended up being awesome. So joke's on me. Was curious. Yap yap. Yeah. I can yap yap. You're not ready for a Mario movie? It was okay, but it was like good. It wasn't like I know it's a lot of references, but like I think it's one of the rare like actual good movie game adaptations or video game adaptations. Now I don't know if I have the same like confidence for like the Zelda live action, but we'll see. I heard mixed feelings because like I want to see like the critics were like it's fine and the audience is like no it's pretty Gucci. So like I guess we got to make our own our own decisions and not listen to Letterbox or Rotten Tomatoes. I mean, to be fair, I would not want to go to a movie if like it had like a Rotten Tomato rating, but sometimes one of the things like I just got to go see it myself. But I'm glad we have lots of movie enjoyers here. I also keep getting recommendations to go watch Project Hail Mary. I know nothing about it, but I actually like going to movie theater. How about you guys? I like the experience of the cinema. I mean, I nothing beats staying at home in my underwear and watching stuff on like streaming, but it was like nice to just get out and just like go watch a movie. Except it's like getting stupid expensive now. Like, yeah, the dude is crazy because now you can have like reclining chairs and like your food delivered, all that jazz. I was like, is this too much? And I'm like, no. I'm not gonna lie though, every time, yeah, yeah, some people are like bad moviegoers. Like, I went to go watch Ant-Man. Guys, what was the Ant? What was like the third Ant-Man movie? I can't remember. Basically, we're at like the Ant-Man movie, and it's like towards the end of the movie in the climax, and this like older couple and like another couple were like beefing during the movie. Quantum Mania? Yeah, so I was like, I'm sitting there and it's like a late showing, and then like I saw popcorn being thrown, and then we're like, what is happening? And then we look down and we see like these two couples, like another couple were fighting because one of them was being too loud. And so the other one threw popcorn at them to like tell them to shut up. And I was like, you guys need to like behave yourselves, like both of you. Like obviously like good on you for like telling the other people to shut up, but also like you're also causing a disturbance. Now I'm like trying to pay attention to Ant-Man and y'all throwing popcorn. I have not gone back to that theater. Ruined. And then like don't even get me started on like the Minecraft stuff. Like I just feel bad because like yeah, chicken jockey, haha, funny, but and then like people gotta clean that shit up after you throwing popcorn and stuff. Like I know that's their job, but like I don't want to make it so hard on them. I know. And another and like one's at one time somebody brought like a chicken, like a actual like an actual chicken to like the screening. Like stop. Don't do that to the poor chicken. Will not stand for the poor chicken being abused. Alright, I goofed up on the legs because they're a little bit longer than I would want, so let me like fix that. Because they're like too big. Was there ever like a movie that you saw at the theater that was so bad that you left early and like whether it's asking for your money back or just leaving because it was just so bad? That happened to me in Transformers 2. I don't know why. I was like, I'm not doing this. Like I was vibing with Transformers 1. Something about 2 was like, I'm done. I'm done with this franchise. I don't remember what happened either, guys, to be honest, why I left. Sorry, I have to read it because this is actually like getting fat. I actually have like a moving chat. Um, I think the movie theater was ruined for me a bit when I kept smelling the person behind me. Oh man, The Unborn. What was The Unborn about? Bro, the racist robots. I think like I when I went to the not that I had any I really liked the Barbie movie that came out by the one with like Margot Robbie, but like I think at one point, if you've like seen the movie, there's a part where like they're talking about like, oh, this is what like women have to go through and all that jazz. And then like this person like got up and was like, I'm not doing this and it just left. It is kind of funny, I'm not gonna lie. I was like, I mean, you do you, man, it's your money. It's funny. Like what was your red line? Like what was your like final straw of that movie that women have feelings? IDK man. Mm-mm-mm. You guys hear about the what was it? Was it the Demon Slayer movie that came out this year? And then like somebody was like peeing in the theater or something on like a kid. Or I don't know if like they meant to pee, but it got on the kid or something, and then they beat the crap out of them. That was messed up. Yeah. Okay. Okay. Unborn was about the ghost of a woman on board trying to possess her son. How does that even work? I don't know. I'm not gonna think about it. Um, it was a scary premise. Yeah, that's fair. I like watching the Ghibli Fest in theaters. That's how I saw the Spirited live action stage play, which is really good. Oh. Also, I also did dress up for the Barbie movie, BRB. You saw that too, yeah. Via Evil Magic. That's fair. Uh, did anyone see Weapons in theaters? Because that was great. I'm really glad I actually went to go see that in theaters because like we went to like a late showing and nobody else was there. But there was that part in Weapons where like the kids are like running. I mean, they're there. I mean, the whole movie is that they run and disappear. But like, I'm not gonna spoil anything. No, Weapons was okay. What do you mean Weapons was okay? Weapons was good. I liked it. I'm gonna fight you. We're gonna debate. Basically, there was this scene where like this little girl like busts through the window and like it was very like feral, and I just was like hooting and hollering because it was so epic. I'm not good with gore, but I don't think that movie was that bad in terms of gore. What do you like about Weapons? Like I'm generally curious. That's actually like one of my favorite like horror movies as of late. I would say like my favorite horror movie. I don't know if this is like I lose some street cred, but I really liked Pearl. And I don't know if that's like even like I consider that a traditional horror movie. I mean, kind of, but or like I wasn't that impressed with guys. What was the name of the Pearl movie? The one that's before. Yeah, we were cheering and laughing, and it was not too much, but like we were cheering, laughing together at like the appropriate moments. Um, I did see the Sonic movie in theaters when it first came out, and it was mostly a bunch of little kids, but I kind of liked it because it was very wholesome. Like Sonic would make like a pee pee poo poo joke, and all the kids were like losing their shit, and I'm like, this is how I want to be, untainted by the world, laughing at Sonic flossing or some shit like that. Oh man, I love when little kids react to stuff like that. It's so cute. Maxine, yeah, it was Maxine. Yeah, yeah, yeah. That one I was like, that one was pretty good. And then like, no, sorry, it was X. I watched it in the order of X, and then I watched Pearl, and then I watched Maxine. I wasn't too hot on Maxine to be honest, and so I think that was actually the weakest of the trilogies. But it's one of the ones I suggest because like I like Mia Goth as an actor, and I think those are like I support women's wrongdoings. Um, the sticker in Sonic 1 made a kid freak out, start yelling about Shadow. I would too, man. Um, I understand where you're coming from. Okay, Kroby, the villain of Weapons was like you could take it like one or two ways. You could take it as if like is this lady a witch or is she like a normal Okay, is this lady a witch or is this like a whole nother being of some sort, like not from this world? And I think people have different opinions about how I think she wanted like an award for that character, right? The Aunt Gladys. But like I guess like I kind of like that they showed a different perspective, but I understand. Like I think for me like the best like horror movies are like where it's like unsettling and not gory or jump scare, but yeah. So I talked to a couple of people about different interpretations of weapons and like the lady because it's like she's just using what like magic and stickies to make the kids do stuff. But again, I don't know if that's like is she's just some lady who just has stayed young forever by doing hoodoo magic or like is she like an entire not human being in general? And I think that like that will affect the way you feel about weapons. Like even the actress herself was told to kind of go in that direction to make it ambiguous, I guess. And we will never know. But I liked it. I kind of understand what you're getting from, though, and I kind of just feel bad for the kids in the end. But, like, I also know that, like, when it comes to a scary movie and kids, like, the kids aren't gonna die. Like, you know they're gonna be safe. Another movie that I watched that I was, like, kind of late on was, The Sixth Sense. I think that's what the movie is called. But the kid's like, I see dead people, and I was like, hell yeah. I mean, not hell yeah, but Haley Joel Osment was really good in that movie. And he was like, he had some skills. Yeah, I love that. Yeah, she's kind of pathetic. Yeah, exactly. Have you seen A Cure for Wellness? I have not. My boy Sora, I know, man, that boy can act. Also, guys, I do have the entire collection of Kingdom Hearts. And I don't know if I want to stream that. I've only played Kingdom Hearts 1 and like a little bit of Kingdom Hearts 2. So like a Kingdom Hearts stream is very much possible. Now, that's a lot to invest in. So we'll see. Yeah, I didn't get spoiled for that movie at all. And I'm actually kind of glad. Like it was like a better payoff. It was a good act. He's a good actor. But yeah, the like it's like, do I really want to invest in like a like Dogi Dogi Literature Club was like 5 streams, right? Like how many streams are gonna be doing for like Kingdom Hearts, man? It's gonna be a lot. Y'all don't. We'll see. We'll see. It kind of has to be one of those things where like if I get more viewers, like we can definitely talk about it. But I have a soft spot for Kingdom Hearts because like when it came out, it was just so different, and I didn't really play a lot of like Japanese RPGs or RPGs in general when that game came out, and like that blew my mind because it was like anime and Disney and like the music and like the themes, like holy moly. Like the plot makes no goddamn sense, but top viewers, what is this? Ooh. Shutter Island? I like vaguely remember Shutter Island. You want a movie like how do you guys feel about like the Jordan Peele movies, like the like Get Out and Nope and Us? Because I love Get Out, but Us was okay because Us was one of those movies where you're like, the more I think about it, the more it doesn't make sense. BioShock movie? Isn't Netflix working on a BioShock movie? Or like a series? I've never played BioShock. Wait, that's a lot. I played a little bit of BioShock Infinite, but like those I got motion sickness from like the part where you like what's the part where like you're like hang gliding or something? Like that made me sick and I couldn't play as much anymore. Yeah. You love Nope? I have to rewatch it because when I watched it, it was Halloween and it was very late. Um, but I love Nope because it was just like it was such a goofy ass concept and I love the actors in it. I feel like it needs another rewatch. Oops. Nope was great. If I had to do a ranking, I think it'd be Get Out, Nope, and then Us. And I think he picks really good actors. I haven't seen the new football one yet, but I heard that actually that one was the weakest. And I was like, wah wah. You know what also sucks? Wasn't there like a Twilight Zone reboot or something like that that came out a few years ago? Maybe not a few years ago, but now I haven't watched the original Twilight Zone. But I thought Jordan Peele was on board to direct episodes, but then I realized he was just a producer, and then I was like extra sad. I felt like I got baited. Or what was it? Didn't he? What was another thing that got canceled? Am I thinking of the wrong thing? I think it was Twilight Zone. Or it was Lovecraft Country, which also got canceled way too soon. I think that had a lot of potential. I watch a lot of stuff, y'all. There's Black Mirror. No, there was like they were trying to do like a Twilight Zone reboot. And I think they did, but I was like, I thought Jordan Peele was like in charge of it, and that was the only reason why I cared. I do like Black Mirror, and I think the new season of Black Mirror is like definitely a step up from like the last two-ish seasons. I love what they did with Bandersnatch, but then like that one season with like the 3 episodes with like Miley Cyrus and Anthony Mackie was like it's okay. Like Black Mirror was kind of like falling off for a while, y'all. I think the new season was like a huge, huge, huge step up. Oh yeah, yeah. There was like and then like that season afterwards, they did like it was like Black Mirror, but kind of like horror like, and like I thought that was fine. I don't mind them doing a little bit more horror. The new season was pretty good though, I would say. I would say my favorite episodes of Black Mirror was like the um oh shoot, my little thing. There was one, I think it's called Kill the DJ, where like these two people meet on an app that's supposed to be like, oh, this is like your soulmate or whatever. But like you have like I don't know, like you had like a time limit or something. That one made me really sad. And like whatever, Bandersnatch scared the shit out of me. Because there was like that stupid jump scare at the end. But I think I got like the I did a thing where like we had like a party and we all took turns making decisions. So like we had like a really chaotic run of Black Mirror for Bandersnatch. And I think we got like there was oh god, wow. My we had like the one ending where like like he realized this is just like a Netflix show, and another one where he like kills his dad or whatever. I wish they would do that again. Like I don't think Netflix does any choose your own adventure stuff anymore. Like that was something they had a bunch of for a while, and then they were like, you know what, get rid of this. So I don't think you can even like play Bandersnatch now. Yeah, the real world became so messed up that like Black Mirror was like, we got to go back to the drawing board. This ain't it. This ain't it. Also true. I would say the one Black Mirror episode that pissed me off of the newer season was like the one where the girl had like a new coworker and she's like, what was it? The new coworker was like instantly loved by everyone and stuff like that, and it was like a voodoo magic with the pendant or something, and she was like gaslighting people. That one kind of pissed me off because I was like, stop. I don't know why, but the premise was just so ridiculous. And she was like, I'm allergic to peanuts. Didn't you remember that? And she's like, no. I don't, what the heck is a peanut allergy? And I was like, you're gaslighting me and I hate this. That's all I remember about that episode, and that pissed me off. Something about the episode, they're like, that doesn't even sound real. Peanut allergy, peanut allergy. What are you talking about? And I was like, get this off my screen. Wasn't Netflix like gonna have like a division where they like make games, or am I hallucinating that? Or was that like what they were doing and then that's what got shot down? Next time, guys, I will definitely have music. I did not look. I did not prepare ahead of time, as always. But hey, at least I pressed record. That would be gross if true, right? Getting kind of late though, y'all. Didn't the department shut down? Probably. They're like, we had to shut down the division, so we need money. So how about we like, I don't know. Oh, you guys, you know that Netflix raised their prices again? Let it start pirating stuff, you know, man. It's like, I can't afford all this. I had to get rid of HBO Max because it was getting too expensive. What happened to streaming being a better alternative? This sucks. Physical media is the way to go. I have to fix this later. Oh, all right, guys. It's getting late. Costs too much and it's too inconvenient. Right, right. I appreciate you guys so much, but it is getting late. I know. Thank you so much for everyone who came out to watch me draw. Uh, it is really scary to put yourself out there, but I'm glad that people came. And I appreciate y'all. I love you, Chibizo. Thank you. Yeah, I'm ending the stream, y'all. It's getting there. Thanks for streaming. I like watching you draw. Thank you. Will there be more drawing streams in the future? Thanks for the draw. You're welcome. You're welcome. I hope to see you guys drawing in the future. Get some pen and paper and follow along. My arms hurt, guys. That's what happened. I was like, I've been sitting here shrimping and like holding the pen really hard. I need to take a break. But also, I need to go to bed in like 2 hours and I want to go play some video games. You guys are amazing. My community here is amazing.